I went, yes. And he went, it's never gone this well before. we should have a meeting. And I went, well, that'd be fine. Yeah, well, what do you suggest? You know, and he goes, well, Tuesday. And I go, yes. And he says, Tuesday. And I go, yes. Oh. And then I sort of looked around my flat and realised that I am already fully double glazed. OK. And I have to go, there's a problem here. You know, it doesn't have to be a problem. You know, you still come round, still give me a quote, we talk about the weather, it'd be lovely. He goes, what is it? I go, I've got double glazing. And he goes, are you wasting my time? And I go, yes. So there was that.
Well, the bit that we saw just there, Jim Carrey was building up to do a bungee jump. Was that something that you had said yes to?
I hadn't, thankfully. No one had, you know, told me to go jump off a bridge. If they had, I'd have had to have said yes.
Well, let's have a look and see how Jim Carrey himself gets on. It's sort of behind-the-scenes footage, so you can tell it's a wee bit shaky.
He was genuinely nervous about this as well.
Were you there? Did you get to meet him at all?
No, they called. Well, there he goes. And down.
I could not do that.
Can I just say, I've done that.
Have you done it?
It's brilliant.
The thing was, the good thing about that as well is that it would be impossible to insure Jim Carrey to do that. You know, he's one of the highest paid. So he did it the day after filming it officially ended. Off his own back. So he did it for the love of the film.
Did you get to meet him at all?
Yeah. I was kind of over there for quite a bit.
Did you have much input with the film at all? You didn't?
Yeah, well, they gave me the illusion of power, which means that I really had none whatsoever. But they'd sort of send me scripts and things like that, and I'd go out, and they gave me... I had a trailer out there and a little a chair with my name on. You know, they had to call me Sir. It was all like that.
And you know when stars, you know, when they're emulating... you know, people who are in the public eye and they follow their every move and read up all about them. So was Jim Carrey following all your mannerisms and watching how you ate?
Not really. I tried to train him up in the ways of the Wallace. But, I mean, you know, I was saying to him, where'd you go from here? You know, it's like you played Hamlet, essentially.
That's what I mean,
what now? So, no, it was kind of... It was, you know, he just sort of did... He sort of did his own thing. So he was a lovely, lovely, lovely man, though.
Well, obviously, you've got a different book out now that's called Friends Like These.
Yes.
We were talking about childhood a second ago. Is that what this is about? Sort of retracing childhood friends and memories?
Yeah, and growing up. It was essentially... I was turning 30, and my life had gone a little different from how it was. You know, I used to live in the East End, sort of drinking dingy old men's boozers and have just cans of beer in my fridge and, you know, dairy dunkers and processed meat and stuff like that. And one day I went to my fridge thinking I fancy, you know, a hot dog or something. There was no hot dog there. There was no processed cheese. There was brie. And I had a shed and I had ready access to basil. My living room had a dramatic focal point, and I had like a vase with sticks in, and I had display cushions that you look at.
You'd obviously moved in with a woman.
I had moved in. I got married, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, yeah, I did. And you know, I was watching Loose Women. So, you know, I'd kind of grown up in that sense, and I thought something's gone wrong with my life here. And my mum and dad sent me an old box full of, you know, childhood stuff and report cards and, you know, photos, and there was an address book, and in the address book, 12 names, and they were the names of my best friends growing up. And I thought, if I've got a shed, if I've got my own trowel, maybe they do.
If you eat taramasalata, who knows what they're
Exactly. I had pitta and hummus, and I even asked for some more hummus. It had got that bad. So I thought, well, what are they doing? And are they happy with sort of getting older? And I thought, well, I'll track them down, I'll knock on their door, wherever they are in the world, and I'll just say, it's me from 20 years ago. You coming out to play?
How did you go about finding them and tracking them down?
A bit of detective work. Yeah, just a bit of detective work. And, you know, the internet was handy, and I really tried to kind of update the old address book, and they're all over the place. They're in like Japan and, you know, Melbourne, and you know, Melbourne is the furthest I've ever gone to have a pint with an old friend.
And how did it go?
It went great. They're doing, you know, amazing things. One is now a hardcore German rapper in Berlin. Tarek.
That's unexpected.
And these are all like normal state schools in very normal parts of kind of England and Scotland. One of them is now essentially third in line to the throne of Fiji.
Wow!
He's got his own village called Nabuso, where they have to give him food whenever he asks for it, which is often. And they have to avert eye contact with him and stuff like that.
Wow.
So yeah,
it's obviously one of our fondest childhood memories is, you know, riding your bike and being out there and all this sort of stuff. Is it true you've got a chopper bike?
I own my own chopper for my 30th. Yeah, my wife gave me a chopper.
Well, we thought we'd let you recreate your childhood here in the studio, and we've also got, I don't know what you call it. Is it a bopper or a hopper?
Space hopper.
So for you, we have a chopper and a hopper. Go for your life, Danny. Just go
let's
for
do
your
it.
life.
What do you want? This is great. What do you want? Are you going for a... Amazing.
Oh, Jane McDonald, you be careful.
This is the strangest television show on the planet.
Jane, you're obviously very experienced, Jane. but when we return, hello! Is life really over at 39? And could you be bothered to make love, hello, every day for a year? Back soon. Welcome back to Thursday's Live Loose Women. Still to come, a little later on, we'll be catching up with the delightful Deborah Stevenson. So, they say life begins at 40. Well, not anymore. According to a recent survey of 3,000 women, the age at which they said they peaked, meaning they felt their most attractive, happiest and confident, was 39. And to make matters worse, they also said it all starts to go downhill from the age of 46. But as someone who's turning 39 in a few months, please tell me this isn't true.
No, it's not. No, it's not, love. Life begins at 40, and life is what you make it. Always remember that. And if you're going to have a good time, I'm certainly having the best years of my life, and I'm well in my 40s now, so that's a load of rubbish. It's probably somebody who was 28 who wrote it. You know, but
and
no.
I'm still here at 60, so I think you've got a ways to go.
I must admit, I mean, you know, I'll be 39 in October. And, you know, when you're 18 and you think of 39, 40, it sounds really, really old. And you kind of never think of getting that far, you know, when you're 10, 12, that sort of age. But now I'm kind of excited about it because you get to a point where you sort of stop and I'm reassessing now and thinking, am I where I thought I would be? Is this what I'm doing? Is that good for me or bad for me? Is this a waste of time or do you know what I mean?
Does that go in that bin?
Talk to me about those bins.
Oh, little recycler, you.
You do change. I think you do change. What about you, Dilly? Are you...
Well, I mean, I had my children quite late. I had Harrison, my last baby, when I was 43. So for me, I'm sort of still living. I'm in my 50s now, and I'm enjoying myself. I mean, I'm enjoying myself in my 30s and that. But you know, when it got to 40, I was enjoying life. I had, Jessica and Harrison, and I loved it. And I love being mum. And I sort of feel that I'm comfortable now, and hopefully, life is, you know, career-wise going okay and everything. And I think you're more settled and everything. And you know, I'm really enjoying myself.
So it doesn't go hideously downhill.
No. Well, I just keep a hot top bra on, do you know?
You just
Hopefully
have
it won't
to
go
hoist
downhill.
things up a bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm
Or lie down with your arms above your head.
Is that right? Just your arms?
When people lean across at a restaurant, put their arm around you, go, oh, yes, what was that you were saying?
Linda, hang on a second.
It works. I tried it the other night.
Ladies, I'm going to have to stop you there because I'm going to have to leave this discussion for what I'm being told is a very important announcement. Sorry about this.
We now interrupt this transmission to go to a party political broadcast.
I'm a representative of the LW Party, and I've been finding out why the people of Britain are going mad for loose women.
The loose women, the girls on that programme, are in touch with the youth of today.
You might think her bits are swollen. Honest, they're real. She's cuddling Nola.
Yeah, that's sick, fat, sweet, safe, fine.